This show was made possible with the support of the BC.game affiliates, crypto casino and slot games. Well, howdy friends, and thank you for joining me on this last day of September. At least it was the last day of September when this video was published. And as we head into fall, there is a new sense of optimism in our industry. Can you feel it? Last week, the new Prime Minister in the United Kingdom let everybody know that she is telling her cabinet members to scrutinize legislation which would result in more regulation and prioritize legislation which will support economic growth. And while she did not explicitly say that the Gambling Act review would be scrapped and put in the bin, that is the overall feeling, especially from those of us within the industry. Despite some warnings that abandoning the review could be more harmful than good, the Prime Minister's statements have been largely embraced. And then, just a few days ago, a brand new plan was unveiled, the 2022 UK Growth Plan, as it's being called. So now it's industry opponents who are unhappy with the situation. The growth plan calls for a reversal on the business tax hike set to go into effect in the UK next year, a move that will help create up to 15,000 jobs just in the gambling industry over the next 5 years. Our friends at the Betting and Gaming Council have jumped at the opportunity to support the growth plan, saying they are ready to participate and contribute to the agenda, which is brilliant in the American sense of the word, and the rest of the industry should follow suit. You see, my friends, we just may have dodged a huge bullet by dodging the Gambling Act review. It could have cost us a lot in profits and a lot of jobs. Instead, we're now set for growth. So it behooves us to now reshape the industry in a better way while we learn from our past. Welcome back. Okay, so what is it that I love to do when we start the second half of the show? If you said introduce a brand new APCW member, you would be correct. And this week, that lucky program is the MEO Media affiliates, who represent the Neon 54 and Slots Palace brands. They offer no negative carryover or activity quota, plus no admin fees. That means you can earn up to a true 50% rev share. Check them out on the APCW website, or you can just visit them directly at meomedia.com. Also, it wasn't all rainbows and glitter in the UK this past week, as the Gambling Commission won another big pot. I mean, they fined Betfred £2.9 million, which in dollars works out to be about $2.9 million. Well, would you look at that? This industry never ceases to surprise me. Anyways, the fine was for the traditional social responsibility and anti-money laundering failures, which I believe the UKGC just has on a rubber stamp at this point, just, you know, passing out fines, essentially allowing them to print money. Although the facts being reported in these cases would seem to indicate that Betfred was, in fact, acting like an asshole, with a customer losing £70,000 in just 10 hours the day after opening the account, and another who lost nearly £70,000 after depositing over £320,000. In both cases, Betfred failed to properly contact the customers, not to mention failed to report the suspicious nature of those transactions. And this is exactly the sort of horseshit, irresponsible thing that I was alluding to at the close of the first half of the show. This is the kind of thing that our industry must clean up to avoid another situation like the one we got ourselves in with the review of the Gambling Act. A little self-regulation would sure go a long way starting right now. But you and I both know that won't happen. The good guys will continue to be good, and the bad guys won't. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back next week, God willing, for another edition of APCW Perspectives, and in 2 weeks, I hope to see some of you at the Global Gaming Expo in Las Vegas. I don't know if you could hear it, but the whole time I was filming, there was this freaking rooster over there just going to town. The second I'm done filming, shuts up. It's my life.